Hello everybody to my FM Signals info show. My name is still Damir Kalic from good old Germany, and you're welcome to another 48 hours technical analysis and synthesis. Today is Central PM time, of course, with the Kiwi dollar yen. So analyze the stuff again, it's still yours. Okay guys, it's 16 o'clock Central European time, of course, on Tuesday the 13th February, and I'm choosing the Kiwi yen. Before we started with technical analysis, let's get a short overview about the economic calendar. Let me say first why I'm choosing Kiwi yen. Yes, in the last 3 days I'm choosing the major one, so I said all what I have got to say about the major one. And yes, I'm still got 13 currencies in the overview in our Forex universum. And by the way, I'm choosing one which the impact of policy and media news and down ratings and so and etc. Is not so has not so big influence, and cross rate which I can or we can perhaps trade poorly on technical analysis. And by the way, I'm choosing the Yen New Zealand dollar or Kiwi dollar yen. And before we starting here, the yen is also under pressure, of course. We see still in a recession, Japan, and so it's not poorly technical, but slightly pressure is still on the yen. Yes. So, and we see until the end of the week, will not have high influence. It will have, of course, but not high. So we can get the focus still on the technical issue. Okay. By the way, here are the 1 hourly chart, and we see here a great upside trend since the end of the last year, here since December to be exactly, or much lower in November, and we are in a pretty upside trend Yes, makes all bulls proud. What else? What else? The reason why I'm choosing this chart is not only the upside trend, only the second one here. I'm added here the actuality high lows. Here perhaps you can see it here in the sky blue line, and we see here always when we are creating new highs. And today in the last hours, if we are zooming, we see it here. Even in the last hour, we trade or we create a new yearly high. So pretty upside trend, pretty intact. Yes, what wants bulls more? Here we see the upside line. If we take the highs from December, of course we could also create here the lines, but I'm choosing here the December lines. So I'm thinking that's a scenario for itself. So we create here, if you want a new bull market on the short term, yes. And here, by the way, we are still in it. Okay. Here without. And let's zoom a little bit to the 30 minutes. We see here also slightly upside trend, evidence, and still bullish. Here the 15 minutes again, also pretty upside trend, of course. So, okay. Question is, of course, how to trade this cross trade. Here I'm trying to creating some lines or important line here on the 15 minutes chart. Here we see, of course, that's for me, that's the why I'm choosing this line is cause after the fell off. Here we see the upside trend. And by the way, I thought it was end of the February at the start of this month, and we see here, if you want, a pretty aggressive or much higher upside trend than since of course since December, yes, the February. So here we've got, if you want, the December bull trend, and here the February, and we broke the February, but we are still, of course, here on the longer term in an upside trend. So okay, and important facts for me are, of course, here these lines. Here the reason, as we tried to come back and this upside trend, then before create something here above the December trend, here and turn around, create new highs, come also back and create today even new highs. So a very interesting formation from a technical view, and we can also argue with waves if you want, A, B, C, D, and the question I don't put here E. So can argue, yes, perhaps it was it for today, or perhaps for the next 48 hours. That's the main question, and yeah, that's the main signal also for today. How to trade this? I would still prefer the long side in this cross trade, but I wouldn't, of course, can buy right here, right now, but I would still prefer to wait a little bit, perhaps while the trading session today in New York, and buy this cross trade at lower prices, perhaps here between A and D. So here, I'm not expecting here a breakout on the downside, so I'm still bullish. Of course, you can also buy here, right now, around about 65. We are here about 64.96, 93. Of course, yes, hold the cross trade while the session, and hoping or speculating, even accepting higher prices. So, okay, of course. To come to an end, zoom this a little bit once again. Here we see the 15-minute charts, and here is also and let me explain this again. These are for me, or this is for me also an yellow line. Perhaps we could argue a great idea. One moment. Here, if you want, that's for me an yellow line. I'm still bullish for this cross trade even until the week. So no green, come to yellow, of course. Here we could put, for better understanding, here 1, 2, 3. No, shadow of a quarter should be better. Here. Or an orange line. It's much better in the context. So, of course. And here on the buff side, it's for me green. So I'm still bullish in this cross trade. But yes, I wanna fish or buy even the kiwi at lower prices. So okay, and right here, right now, we are still about 64.96, and yes, I would speculate even on higher prices until the end of the week. So that's all for today. And yes, by the way, for the majors, you've got my views until the week. I will still hold my views from yesterday and this morning on euro, dollar, pound, and trying to get or to research some another interesting cross trade of our 78 cross trades. Okay, thanks for watching the video. Wish you the best. Thanks again for spending your time. I'm Owen out, and peace.